This conversation is about armor-piercing ammunition and the Officer Protection Act of 1986 that defines armor-piercing ammunition as pistol caliber only. In other words, it's pistol caliber, the bullet has to be made of specific materials or have a specific percentage of the core versus the jacket weight. And that is basically the definition. What that means is the pistol caliber armor-piercing ammunition is not legal in most of the US. It's prohibited from import. It's prohibited from possession, owning, purchase, sale, manufacture, and whatnot, and from carry, depending on each state law. Please check at the federal level and at the state level. In Florida, there are limits. There are different laws specifically on this. There's a federal, obviously, the Act of 1986. What does this mean for us? It does not matter what you have. So, for example, this is a registered SBR. Of course, it is unloaded, and there is nothing in the chamber. It doesn't matter that this is considered to be a legal long arm or an FA firearm. I cannot have armor-piercing ammunition in this gun. This is a pistol in Recover Tactical 2020 brace. I cannot have armor-piercing ammunition in this gun. Even if I have a full-sized SBR that looks more like an SBR now, again, also registered SBR, of course. I'm 100% legal on all the gun laws. Cannot have armor-piercing ammo in this gun. The same, even if you have a regular non-NFA long gun, you cannot have armor-piercing ammunition in this gun, which is nice. Okay, so we're all set on the pistol calibers. What if you have a 5.56 gun? So this is actually an SBR, but it's still in the pistol configuration. I just haven't put the stock on it. Can you have armor-piercing ammo in intermediate 5.56? Yes. The Order of Protection deals specifically with threat to the police officers in close distance. In other words, pistol calibers for firearms that shoot pistol calibers and potentially could have armor-piercing ammunition in a small concealed gun for up-close danger to the officers or law enforcement, whatever, deputies, whatever you want to call them. Law enforcement officers covers them all. Cannot have armor-piercing. And again, considering this was done in 1986, the armor back then was lower grade than today. Level 2, level 3A, so pistol caliber armor-piercing was able to go through that. If you have 308, 5.56, 5.45, 7.62 by 39, 300 blackout, whatever the caliber you can come up with, 6.8, 6.5, all of those are not covered in this law because that is ammunition not designed to be used in a handgun. This is a pistol, but not a handgun as perceived in that law. So that's a slightly gray area. And ammunition you use in regular ARs, such as this is a regular 5.56 AR, my training gun, so to speak, can be armor-piercing if you find it. It's hard to find. And it is not breaking any laws, to my knowledge. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I've been reading this for a couple of days, and I have watched some lawyers discuss it. So if you have further questions, do ask an actual lawyer, not a police officer, an actual firearms law attorney, specific to your state would be even better. But my understanding is, if you have, let's say, M995 or 995A1, if you found them, all the power to you. If you have M855, they're not actually armor piercing. They're considered to be light LAP, but they're penetrators, not AP rounds. All the power to you. If you have, let's say, some ammunition, I cannot think of a company name, that has solid brass bullets, that if it was in a pistol format, it would have been potentially considered armor piercing in a pistol caliber. In a rifle caliber, not an issue. And in fact, those are some of the rounds I actually consider as viable for self-defense. That should be all for today. Thank you for watching. This was Alex at the Practical Weapons channel. And if you have any questions, please comment. See you next time.